presentation of the National Football League.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys playing well, off to a solid 5-2 start. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys ready to show out and nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Jackson looking to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that's how you get started and open up the game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Jackson now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll try and do this. And that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here is Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A first down carry for Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. But let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Down the left sideline. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
first and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Dolphins now. Third quarter action to this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They begin with Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now it's Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Yards to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will knot us up at 10. These Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Yes, you ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a little more space to operate now. First and 10 from right around the 12. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time on the catch and run. 44 yards. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, middle.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 33. 96 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Jackson will keep it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
That was a good, strong run for a 1st down, and they're just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Now a handoff to Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes, right?
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
38 yards on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And the busy night for Henry continues. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 18 at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
Now second down and a few inches.
Hey, up. Hey, middle. Hey, sit up. Sit up.
They'll run it again with Henry. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now first and goal.
180. Sit hard. Report. Sit hard.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Baltimore, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.